Albania are coached by an Italian, Andrea Tedesco, and 6 of the starting 11 play for clubs based in Italy, including Sassuolo's Gabriel Kula, who has 12 goals in 13 appearances. Dia Farati plays in Portugal for Rio Ave and faces a number of tonight's opponents in his age group. Benfica are the reigning champions and current leaders of the Under-17 league in Portugal. 5 of the team play for them, including Anicio and Gil Neves, who scored 9 goals between them in qualification. Barajas João Arago plays from the start for the first time in a competitive game. And it's a big day for football in Albania. Their first UEFA tournament is underway. And Albania's under-17s in the red shirts, attacking the goal away to our right in the first half. Plenty of fans still making their way into the arena Kontare. There were so many successful and passionate nights here for the Albanian senior team when they qualified for the European Championships in Germany last year. Now their under-17s will try and feed off some of that and make a successful start to their debut tournament. Rafael Huli of Juventus, 16 years of age, is the Albanian goalkeeper. It's long towards Kula, who wears number 9 and will try and be the focal point of the attack, but Portugal will clear. And it's a very strong group, France and Germany. The other 2 nations involved, they will play their first game against each other later on. As Portugal look to build with Arangao, but he does have a throw-in. A full debut for him in competitive games. Came off the bench twice in qualification. It's in towards Gil Neves. The one back by Vukai. And none of the Albanian starting 11 are attached to clubs in their own country. There are 1 or 2 players who feature for Tirana in the squad, but they may have a role to play later on today. But the bulk of the team play in Italy. We also have Fabiano Nuhai of Olympiakos in Greece, Leon Selemani, who wears number 16, 16 years of age as well. He is based with Servette in Switzerland. And Evangelos Goika, who scored a hat-trick against Azerbaijan during the qualification. He is based with PAOK in Greece. And an interesting evening for Dia Farati, who plays for Rio Ave in Portugal. It's brought forward now by Kula, but he's quickly closed down, and it's Portugal who have the throw-in. The strip of sunlight on the far side is causing 1 or 2 issues for the players early on. A new format for the UEFA European Under-17 Championships this year. Back to 8 teams in the finals, with 2 qualification stages. And then the leagues were split. League A was the qualification for this tournament, and League B gave every side involved the opportunity to play more competitive games, with a chance of earning a place in League A for qualification for the next series. Places also on offer for the Under-17 World Cup, which takes place in Qatar in November, and Portugal have one of those places. With 8 teams in this tournament, the reigning champions Italy are in Group B, along with Belgium, England and Czechia, as Lana is the player penalised there for the challenge on Gil Neves, and Patrick Kolaric, the referee, just telling the players to calm things down. I'm sure he's aware that there will be plenty of nerves in the early stages. And Bino is the coach of Portugal. Won titles with both Porto and Sporting as a player, as the cross into the penalty area is met by Gil Neves, and it's behind for a goal kick. It's a good cross in from Dabuk. And a big day as well for Andrea Tedesco. Born in Naples, and he was part of the coaching team with Napoli in their academy before moving to Albania last year, taking on the challenge of guiding this team towards their first major tournament. Albania were automatic entrants, but they were involved in the qualification process as well. Guedes. Now it's played down the line by Matthias Mide, and the shot poked across the face of goal and just wide from Gil Neves. And Huli looked to be beaten there. It's a good turn from Gil Neves, took that ball down superbly. And the goalkeeper just scrambling for a second. More and more fans still heading into the arena. There's going to be a really good crowd here for the opening game. Guedes. And it's guided back by Neto towards Cunha. But Albania working hard to win it back. All of the starting lineup for Portugal are based in the home country. We mentioned the contingent from Benfica. Braga also have 3 representatives. Porto and Vitória also have players on the field at the start. Work wide, but Albania are quick to clear. And the final will be held in this stadium. Of course, there has been a UEFA final here before. The inaugural UEFA Conference League final was played here 3 years ago when Roma beat Feyenoord by 1-0. Furtado. Stadium holds around 22,000, and when it's full, there is a real racket. Guedes. Now Quintas. And good noise here so far today. As the cross is whipped in, but gathered well by Huli. Again, it was Neves who was looking to make that late run into the penalty area. Anicio was at the near post. He was the top scorer in qualification. 5 goals in 5 games. João Arajão, one of the players who's been brought in to try and support him today. Curti. Final touch there was off Kula. Challenged in the air by Lana. Pereira with the long throw. And now Matias Mide with the opportunity to deliver another cross in. And the shot is deflected behind for the game's first corner. And it was Arajal. A sharp chance again. And it was the captain, Gaysai, who sent it behind. And the corner whipped in, but guided clear initially. Put back by Guedes. Now Vukai will try and bring it clear on the counter-attack for Albania. Kula. And the free kick conceded by Johan Pereira. And Lana has been very busy in the opening stages for Albania. They have played Portugal twice before, losing both games, including a 3-0 loss in the qualification for the finals last year, when Portugal eventually went all the way to the final. Gil Neves, tricky, but Nuhai was watchful. Kula helps the ball away, but Albania, in that sort of situation, need to try and get more players around it. Furtado. And it's helped forward again by Quintas, the captain, and then there's a fall inside the area from Arajal, but no free kick, or indeed a penalty awarded. It was Gaysai who was involved, but if there was contact, it was minimal. No VAR in operation here, so the referee's on-field decision is final. This one of 4 venues during these championships. Elbasan, Rogozhny and Durres are the other cities involved. Curti with the challenge there. Matias Mide again showing some good movement. One of the Porto players in the team. Johan Pereira. Get another go here. Guedes. Now Neto. Furtado is forward. It's back to Martin Guedes. Portugal with all of the attempts on goal so far. Gil Neves has been central in that. Guedes, though, losing out. And Albania will try and break here with Vukai. And support from Curti. The back heel put him under pressure, but he's found Lana. And Albania will be keen to enjoy some time on the ball here. Cooley was looking to make the run in behind, but it was won back by Ricardo Neto. Nuhai with the clearance. Portugal are quick to repel any hint of a counter-attack. Ramku. A new high, but it's out of play. And Tedesco will know that it's a tough group for his team and it could be a steep learning curve. They were able to host both of the qualification rounds they played in. Drew with Croatia, lost heavily 5-0 to the Netherlands before beating the Faroe Islands by 1-0 in the first round. They finished third in the group. Kula, the number 9, scoring both of their goals as it's run out of play, and it will be a goal kick. Gabriel De Boek just running out of room. And then in League B, they beat Azerbaijan by 4-1. Evangelos Dioka scoring a hat-trick, and then they were beaten 2-1 by Wales. They did beat Poland 3-2 in November in one of their friendly games in the build-up to this tournament. And that was a notable result for them. Of course, there is always a fairly rapid turnover of players in age group football. But Albania, as a nation, did reach the elite round 2 years ago. But they're under pressure here, as it was quickly played back in field towards Anicio, and then Guedes with the curler, which is over the top. Anajau causing more problems now down the right, and Anicio picking out Guedes, who had plenty of red shirts ahead of him and looped it well wide in the end. Kula. Now Curti. It's quickly won back by Portugal again. Forward from Pereira, but now Lana. And Lana at the base of the Albanian midfield has a very important job today, and they're under pressure again here. And it was Pereira, the fullback, who was the furthest player forward, but it's gathered by Rafael Huli. Gil Neves, the right sort of ball down the side to try and find him. Portugal have won the UEFA Under-17 Championship and the forerunner, the Under-16s, on 6 occasions, most recently in 2016. Only Spain have won more titles in this age group. Runners-up last season, or last year, losing 3-0 to Italy in the final. Back in 2016, Diogo Costa and Diogo Dallo were part of their team, along with Gerson Fernandez and Rafael Leao. A really good side, which produced a number of players who've gone on to be top performers. And they beat the Netherlands 2-0 in the semi-final before beating Spain on penalties in the final. Back in 2003, João Moutinho was the star player of that side, along with Miguel Veloso. They were the host nation as well, so they enjoyed growing support throughout the tournament, and they beat Spain again in the final 2-1 after knocking out England in the semi-final. They are a country with a reputation for developing young talent into this age group. Kula with the flick there, looking for Jorka. And now Curti. Albania with the first real opportunity to try and build something here. New high. Lana. Ferrati and Jorka are in support. Suleimani. And Kula making that run towards the edge of the penalty area, but the ball forward from Ferrati doesn't find him. And now Quintas. Furtado. Pereira's got support from Anicio. And Anicio will continue here. The cross is a dangerous one, and it's put behind by Jesai. Good cross in as well, and Jesai was aware that Alajao was in the vicinity, and he will now take the corner kick. In fact, it's left for Pereira, but Portugal with both of the corners so far. Anicio being closely watched there by the Albanian defenders. It's in towards him, doesn't quite break, and it's the other number 9, Kula, who is able to clear. But it's a throw-in. Underbook is over this. Anicio crumpling to the turf, but no free kick. And the crowd has grown considerably since kick-off time. During the Albanian senior team's run to the European Championships last year, very few teams came here with any real confidence. And some big names suffered humbling defeats as Kula is challenged, but no free kick. And it's quickly forward here, it's taken down superbly, and it's cleared off the line. Matthias Mide denied by Suleimani. Mide again, and this time it's deflected. Joka only finding Matthias Mide. A clever ball from him. Gil Neves. And it doesn't fall for Anicio. The best opportunity for Poland so far. Furtado. Amaro Furtado given the opportunity to carry the ball the long way here. Neto. He is the central defensive partner of Furtado in Benfica's under-17 team. The reigning champions in that age group in Portugal. Also top of the league at the moment. Matthias Mide. Guedes. Pereira. Furtado. Pereira. Oh, it falls for Inicio. And he failed to hit the target. Suleimani, though, who kept Albania on level terms. Matias Mide bringing the ball down superbly, and maybe just a touch on that from Huli. Gil Neves picked out Matias Mide, and the goalkeeper just took the sting out of the shot. And that allowed Leon Suleimani of Servette in Switzerland to execute the clearance off the line. And at the moment, it's important for Albania to try and stay in the game. They're facing a really top side. Matias Mide waiting in the centre, but Joka does well to cut that out. And now Jesai. Lana. Well, it's given away cheaply. Quintas. Gil Neves, Inicio waiting, but the cross swirled way too high. And that was a chance. Calm it down is the message. This was Pereira's ball in, and Inicio unable to get it anywhere near the target. Nuhai was putting him under pressure. Rubino has great experience at club level and also in the Portuguese setup. Flags up for offside. We've spoken about the nerves for Albania. Of course, for a number of these Portuguese players, it's their first experience of international football at this level. They came through qualification very successfully, but that's no guarantee when you get to the tournament itself. But here's Gil Neves. Three in support, but he may go himself, and it's the side netting. Well, Nuhai was looking to show him inside, and that's where he went. But he did have better options than that. And it's great to see so many people here to watch the opening game. Now Vukai looking to give them something to really enjoy. Well, they've got the free kick. Tuna was caught there. And it was played back to him by Ramku, but he'd already been taken down, and it will be a free kick. Challenge from Mauro Furtado. And this, the first real opportunity for Albania as we tick towards the half hour. And Vukai over this along with Ferrati. And Romario Cunha has had very little to do so far. But that could be about to change. Alan Bukai of Inter in Milan. And it will be Ferrati who plays his club football in Portugal. Ferrati's delivery, and it's a corner. Conceded by Ricardo Neto. I'm not sure there was anyone in a red shirt in the vicinity. Well, maybe Jesai. But a corner kick for Albania, their first. And Cunha comes, paws the ball away. Guedes. Now Curti. Plenty for Albania still forward, but the cross is cut out by Neto. Quintas. Now Martin Guedes. Matias Mide. Anicio offside. Albino has seen his team dominate long spells of the game so far, but they've had a shot cleared off the line, but beyond that, many other efforts have been off target. And Tedesco, I think, will be just looking for his team to maybe get to half-time at this stage, and then they can possibly regroup. Of course, a goal would be a huge bonus for them. Quintas. It's a bit loose. Now Bukai looking for Kula, but Neto gets there first. And now won back well by Matias Mide. Gil Neves. Jesai with the challenge initially. And then it's hammered away by Nuhai. 8 shots in the game so far. All for Portugal, but only one of those on target. Gil Neves. Flicked on cleverly. Here's an opportunity, but it's blazed wide by Arajal. Joao Arajal pulling away cleverly there, but in the end the shot heading towards the corner flag. But again, Portugal are beginning to create those combinations in the attacking third. They scored 90. 3 more wins followed in the second round against Hungary 2-0, the Netherlands 3-1 and Serbia 3-1. So the Netherlands will not be heading to this particular under-17 championship. We've seen them perform well in recent years at this level. Furtado. The book almost won back by Furtado, who enjoys his forays forward, but now he may need to get back. Kula in pursuit, but Neto will get there first. Back to Cunha. And now Furtado. Gabriel Kula. 12 goals in 13 games for the Albanian under-17 team. Both he and Evangelos Joka scored 3 times in qualification. Here's an opportunity for Matthias Mide, and it's deflected behind. Really good defending again, but Portugal almost opening Albania up. And it was a good cross in from De Boek, and Nuhai was in the way. And a second really good chance for Matthias Mide. He's the option here at the corner. And the header is in. And it's the captain, Rafael Quintas. And Portugal scored the first goal in the UEFA European Under-17 Championships. Well, it's been coming. And the Benfica playmaker arriving late into the penalty area. A very well-worked short corner. Matthias Mide with the cross. And a good leap from Quintas. And the Benfica midfielder has given Portugal the lead they deserve. And those here supporting Portugal, family and friends in the main, will be delighted with that. And Bino taking the opportunity to call his players in the aftermath of scoring the opening goal. And Quintas scored once in qualification. His first goal at this level in the 10-0 win against Liechtenstein. And he has captained the team throughout. And he has come up with the captain's goal there. Clearly somebody that Benfica are keen to develop at every opportunity. He's also been involved in the UEFA Youth League this season, the under-19 competition. Made 2 appearances off the bench against Feyenoord and Bologna, as Albania look to respond here, but it's cleared away. Soleimani. And the goal coming with Portugal's 11th effort on goal, their second on target. And Albania, who failed to score against Portugal in 2 previous games, conceding 7, have to chase this here. Kula, oh, delivers the cross in, and it was headed away by Pereira. Soleimani. And it was Matthias Mide who was looking to bring the ball clear. Kurti will take the throw in. Lana. And Joka. Lana closing down the initial challenge, but it's cleared away by De Boek. And Andrea Tedesco on the edge of his technical area. He's seen his team soak up plenty of pressure. goal eventually arriving 9 minutes before half-time. Benicio. And it's covered well by Curti, but it's almost won back by Guedes. Swept clear. Quintas. Now Lana. The cross whipped in by De Boek. And De Boek and Arajau are finding plenty of joy at the moment down the right. Mathias Mide is also drifting as well, which is a problem for central defenders like Fabiano Nuhai. The cross in, Anicio is there, and he fails to really make the contact. And it's maybe a simpler save for Houli than it should have been. Arajau with the cross, and Anicio going with the side foot, and the ball losing pace when he hit it, so Houli was able to make the save. The flick on now, and the flag's up for offside against Ramku. Kula's done well in the air at times, but move made just too soon there by Alex Ramku of Udinese. And there'll be some very proud parents watching on, supporting Portugal. De Boek. And Albania have the throw-in, and it's imperative for them they don't concede again before half-time. Furtado. Pereira. Helped on towards Anicio. Mathias Mide. And this time it's guided away by Lana. Pereira. Vukai working hard, but it's the other number 10, Mathias Mide, who comes away with it. Great ball forward. Guedes. The cross is comfortable for Lana. And now Vukai. Ramku and Kula are doing their best to get close to each other, but it's difficult. Ramku may be more aware of what's happening further down the field, heading back towards their own goal. Gil Neves. Oh, lovely flick. Doesn't quite find Pereira. And it's scrambled away by Curti. Albania yet to manage an effort on goal and having to do more defending here, but played forward by Suleimani, but then given away. Quintas on the move again, and he was challenged by Lana. And the Portuguese captain and goal scorer just runs it behind. Another burst into the penalty area, but Lana did well there, just easing him off the ball, and it's behind for a goal kick. The Albanian fans have turned out in their numbers here. The host nation will travel to Albania for their other games in the group stage against Germany on Thursday, and when they play France next Sunday. Jesai has been fouled. And we're into a single minute of added time at the end of the first half. Germany play France later on today in the Albania Arena. A rematch of the 2023 final when Germany won on penalties. And the game's first yellow card has been shown to Nuhai for that challenge on Alashau. Forward by De Boek initially, and then it was high from Nuhai. And the studs raking down the thigh, and that is the final action of the first half. Portugal the dominant team, but it took them 36 minutes to score the opening goal. Rafael Quintas, their captain, heading in after a very smart short corner routine. Albania have worked hard, but so much of their best work has been defensive. Half-time, Albania 0, Portugal 1. Portugal get the second half underway, leading by a goal to nil in Tirana against the host nation Albania, who have made a change at the start of the second half. Ricardo Shea, the 17-year-old right winger, has come on to replace Alex Ramku. And Shea plays for Torino in their youth system in Italy. Yet to score for Albania at this level in 9 previous appearances. And he was involved in the first phase of the qualification, played 90 minutes in each of the games against Croatia, the Netherlands and the Faroe Islands. Anicio coming forward here for Portugal, looking to make a quick start to the second half. Gil Neves with the effort, but it's a comfortable save for Rafael Huli. Neves, time to set himself, and we've seen so many opportunities for Portugal in this game so far. But that's another one on target. Now Vukai. Portugal win it back. Alashau. Aragao again. And Portugal dominating the opportunities, but not necessarily the possession in the game so far. Albania have more than their fair share, but in the main they've found it difficult to create opportunities against a Portuguese side which only conceded 5 times in 6 games during the qualification. Bukai with a long throw, but play comes back and Portugal are given the opportunity to take one themselves. And here is Furtado, who carried the ball forward on many occasions, shrugging off Shea. Martin Guedes. Quintas. Now De Boek. And again with the ball in, and it hits the post. Gil Neves denied. And that was excellent play again from Portugal. João Aragão with a ball into the near post, and Gil Neves arriving before his marker, having to poke the shot in the end and striking the upright. Well, it was a chance. And the flag's up for offside. And again, it was Gabriel Kula coming back from an offside position. Portugal have started here with the intent of a team who want to make very short work of this game. Both these teams have two tough matches coming up against the French and the Germans. Quintas, three former winners alongside the host nation in this group. Bukai has given the ball away. Gil Neves. Anicio was waiting, but the ball was behind him, and it's hammered away by Joka. But at the moment, Albania are just looking to stay in the game against a team with real pedigree at this level. As the cross is driven in by Aragão and off the body of Jay-Sai, behind for a corner. The one issue for Bino, the Portuguese coach so far, may be the rather wasteful nature. 14 attempts on goal, only 4 on target, and they would need to be more precise in the games they have coming up. Anicio was challenging, and of course it's still only 1-0 here. Curti with the clearance. Now Furtado. And the free kick is conceded, and we can see one or two moments of frustration. It was Lana who made the challenge. Aragão. And that's good defending there from Ferrati. And at the moment, João Aragão is causing multiple problems for Albania. A direct runner, and Ferrati there maybe just seemed to tweak his knee on the way down. As you can see, really good crowd for this game. The football fans in Tirana and beyond have really come out to support the Albania team. But Portugal at the moment are putting on a very impressive display, but they just need the goals to go with it. They've got the French coming up next, then the Germans. Alagao in pursuit. But Nuhai, the one player who's been booked so far, sends it out of play. Debuk. J-side. He was fouled. And Matias Mide, his aggressor on this occasion, although he was rather the meat in the sandwich, with Debuk also coming across. Well, Tedesco in conversation with a member of his backroom team. He's already made one change, and at the moment Sheyi has barely touched the ball as Portugal send out their potential replacements to warm up. Alagao, the player who was caught there. The shirt pull, and it will be a free kick, although Lana claiming he used his shoulder, but the footage may suggest otherwise. So Portugal qualifying very impressively for this Euro, and that's also earned them a spot in the Under-17 World Cup in Qatar at the end of the year. Their first World Cup since 2003. They've given the ball away here. Kula, and now Vukai, who worked hard to win it back. Vukai comes in field looking for Kula, but it's headed away by Neto. And that potential opportunity really came from carelessness from Portugal, who are so much on top in this game. The referee is just heading across to speak to Tedesco. And there may be a scratch there for Lana that needs dealing with. Tricky run forward here from Vukai. Tries to win the corner kick. Oh, remarkably, spins back into play. Vukai again, away from Quintas. It's a good run. The cross is cleared as far as Joka, but he can't bring the ball down. Joka almost wins it back. And then Albania do win it back. Fanati. Clever touch from Curti. Shea, but Portugal win it back, and they will try and break themselves. Matias Mide was caught there, but here is Alagao. Gil Neves waiting in the centre. Anicio over the top. Well, thrilling football there on the counter-attack from Portugal. But once again, the finish was lacking. Albania rather caught up field as they look to push for the equaliser, and Anicio sends it over the angle. Furtado. Debuk. Now Alagao. And Albania collectively are just a bit higher up the field here. But Portugal continue to have all of the attempts on goal in this game. Lana. Back by Matis Mide, and Shea has not really got to the pace of the game yet. Kula continuing to work hard, and there will be a triple change for Portugal. De Boek. Alagao. De Boek continues. Alagao in support. Anicio! And he's missed again. Under pressure there as the goalkeeper rushed out, and he failed to make the contact. Another excellent ball in from De Boek. Here are the changes. Bernardo Lima is coming on. And Gil Neves will make way for him. And De Boek will also be replaced by Daniel Banyaki. Benfica defender. And the final change, Thomas Suarez, who scored a hat-trick against Liechtenstein in qualification. He comes on to replace Martin Guedes. So Suarez and Banyaki of Benfica and Lima of Porto coming on. Confirmation of those changes going through at the bottom of your picture. An hour played and Portugal still only have one goal. Could change that here. Inicio on the edge of the penalty area, but Nuhai with the big boot. Furtado. Quintas. Now Banyaki. Suarez. Alagao, but it's cleared initially. Vukai. Falati was caught there. It will be a free kick. And an apology from Quintas, who fouled him. Banyaki just looking to get back there. One of the Benfica players who has come on, born in Lisbon. High ball forward here for Albania. It's knocked down towards Joka, but gathered by Cunha. But it was the glimpse of a chance. Now Ferreira. Well seen by Suleimani. Kula. And the referee eventually sees something he doesn't appreciate. Suleimani's challenge on Furtado. Banyaki, Suarez, Lana cuts it out but then loses out. Anagao. Shesai is able to clear and Bukai's done well there, just pulled back by Banyaki. And it will be a free kick. Tedesco, I think, maybe questioning the lack of a yellow card there, but Albania more of a force going forward now. Lama looking for Shea. Lima. Matias Mide. Neto, Furtado. Kept in play by Anagao, but Shesai will bring it clear. Fernando Lima, who has come on, does have a goal threat from midfield as well, scored a couple of times in the qualification, has also played for Porto's second team in the second tier of Portuguese football, which is some achievement for a 17-year-old. Anicio waiting, maybe this time, but first touch just forces him away from goal. Anagao. Nicely done. Anagao is taken down by Nuhai. That's a penalty. And there's the opportunity for Portugal to seal a victory in the opening game. Once again, Anagao causing all the problems. And Nuhai tempted into the challenge. And he sent Anagao tumbling. And it will be a clear penalty. It was really clever play. There was going to be another change made by Albania in the meantime. Leon Murtai, who was with Tottenham Hotspur in England, he will come on. Nuhai was booked in the first half, so I suspect his heart would have been fluttering slightly there. Ferrati's also receiving treatment. He was caught in an earlier challenge and he's hobbling away. And he will in fact be replaced by Leon Murtai. Murtai scored in the loss against Wales in the second game of the qualification round. But before he can really get involved, it's a penalty which Matias Mide will take up against Rafael Huli. If this goes in, Portugal are on their way to 3 points in the opening game. Mide has been a class act, made the first goal. Now he's got the opportunity to score the second. Midway through the second half. And Matias Mide with a very confident penalty. Portugal lead by 2-0. And they look to be making a winning start in this under-17 championship. Disappointing to see one or two items thrown onto the field of play, but no doubt in the quality of the penalty for Matthias Mide. His cross made the first, and his calmness there has produced the second. Just delayed slightly, waited for Hooley to make his move before he dispatched the ball confidently. And those here supporting Portugal are having a very good evening. And it's difficult to see Albania making any impression here. The referee, Patrick Kolaric, maybe just having words with the captain, Chris Jesai. I think he's saying that time will be added on for the removal of the items which were thrown onto the field following the scoring of that penalty. But Albania need a goal here, and they need it very quickly. Trailing by 2-0. And it's been a very confident performance so far from Bino's team. And another change is made. Steven Manuel replaces the scorer of the second goal, Matthias Mide. Steven, 16 years of age, scored against Bosnia and Herzegovina in qualification. Another Benfica player coming into this side. And that penalty coming at a time when Albania were having their best spell of the game. Back with Rafael Hooley. Portugal enjoyed two comfortable victories against Albania in their two previous meetings, and they are heading for a third here. Also heading for their first World Cup since 2003. On that occasion, they lost to Spain 5-2 in the quarter-final. Cesc Fabregas scoring twice for the Spaniards. Here is Steven. And he's penalised for catching Dali Curti. And Steven Manuel, player who offers real pace in the wide areas, a very different sort of player to Matthias Mide. Portugal's best performance in a World Cup, third in 1989, a team which included the legendary Luis Figo and Xavier. They lost to the host nation Scotland in the semi-finals after beating Argentina, and Figo was on the score sheet. And they finished third in the end after overcoming Bahrain in a playoff. So it's a very busy year for these players. And they'll put all thoughts of global glory to one side with the European challenge currently facing them. Lana with the free kick here. Furtado with the clearance, appeals for handball, and then Vukai, and it's wide. But it will go down as Albania's first shot on goal. Appeals for handball would have been very harsh, I think, and then Vukai worked the space well, and it was a decent effort. J-side. It's good work from Murtai, and now Nuhai helped on towards Cooley. Oh, good effort onto the roof of the netting. Well, that would have been some goal from Gabriel Kula. Took the shot early, and Cunha was off his line. Happy to see that drop onto the roof of the netting. Soleimani. And it's back to Hurley. Anicio. Steve Emmanuel. And there could be a problem there for Curti, who made the challenge and also picked up a knock. Banyaki. Lima. And it's very comfortable for Portugal now. Alagao. And there's a deflection on that. It's kept alive by Lima. And the corner kick conceded by Soleimani. Corner number 5 for Portugal. And this will be taken by Pereira. He does have Alagao as the short option. The referee just sorting out something between Lima and Nuhai. There's plenty going on behind the referee's back as well, which is something not confined to under-17s football. Played short to Steve Emmanuel. The player who has just come on is on the ball again here. The 1-2 worked nicely between himself and Alagao. And the cross in cleared as far as Anicio, but it's another good block. Shea was in the way this time. Furtado. Another powerful run forward from him, and he's been fouled. It's a yellow card for Dali Curti. A free kick for Portugal. And again, Mauro Furtado, the central defender, spending much of his time on the edge of the Albania penalty area. Second yellow card for Albania. Curti there losing the ball initially, and then it's that pullback on Furtado. Curti, I think, frustrated at his initial error. And there is going to be a change here. Curti, in fact, is coming off, and Fabian Halladri of Verona is coming on. And Halladri will try and deal with that threat coming down the Albanian right. First of all, it's a free kick which is in a dangerous position. Aragao and Furtado over this. Aragao, I think, goes for goal, fisted away by Huli. Kula. Steve Emmanuel going back towards Banyaki. Joka. And then the challenge from Lana, and it was late on Quintas. It'll be a yellow card for him as well. Well, Lana has been combative throughout the game, on the right side of the laws on many occasions, but just overstepping the mark there. And the Olympiacos midfielder is the latest into the referee's book. This was the free kick, fisted away by Huli. Aragao. Jesai. Kula in pursuit, but he's always been outnumbered. He's done well with what he's had to work with at times. Inside the final 10 minutes. Furtado always giving the ball away. Kula now. No room for the shot, and when he hits it, it strikes his teammate Shea. Well, Anasio unable to gather there. It's back with Huli. No chance with either goal for the goalkeeper. A missed kick there from New High. Caught on the wrong side of Aragao. And a breakthrough here for Suarez. Anicio surely this time. And he finally has his goal. And it's a comprehensive victory for Portugal. Anicio has had so many opportunities in the game, but in the closing stages, the leading scorer in qualification sets the seal on a very good night for Portugal. Five in 5 in the European qualifiers, and now off the mark in the tournament. Great credit really there for the unselfishness of Suarez, who could have gone for goal himself, but instead chose to square it. And Anicio finally able to open his account here. Now changes for Albania. Enes Raksepi is coming on. He features for Stuttgart in Germany. And Bukai has gone off, and Lucas Shakuresi of Torino has also come on. Gabriel Kula, the player who has gone off And it's going to be 3 at the back for the closing stages. Maybe damage limitation for Albania now. Both Kula and Vukai have made the most of what they've had. And Redzepi, player who will try and offer something going forward here, but play's been brought back for that challenge, and it's a yellow card for Banyaki. The first for Portugal. And it was Murtai who was cut down in full flight. Portugal heading to their bench again. It's the captain, Rafael Quintas, who will come off. Well, he's had a fine game. Scored the opening goal. Good header. And Santiago Verdi, his first competitive game for Portugal in a finals. Played 3 times from the bench in qualification. Now Murtai. Well, the challenge comes in from Aragao. And as far as Lana, it's lifted high, headed away by Neto, then Banyaki, Suleimani. Safety first from Stephen Manuel. New high. And Albania have only really created opportunities, and Portugal have made mistakes. And it was great for Albania's development to be involved in the qualification as well, but of course they found it difficult against the leading nations. And they found it difficult here today. They were beaten 5-0 by the Netherlands in the first round of qualification, a team which Portugal beat by 3-1, and they are different games on different days, but Albania's development is some way behind a nation like Portugal. Of course, tournaments like this will help them greatly, but it's a fairly steep learning curve once again. Romario Cunha has not had a shot to save. Three efforts in the second half from Albania. Portugal have had 19, but again, only 5 on target. Murtai losing out to Banyaki, but then winning it back. He's done well since coming on. Jekai has been caught by Anicia. It's a free kick for Albania. New high is over it. As far as Lana, but Stephen Emmanuel is working hard to win it back, and there's a counter-attack here. Aragao, the support on the right, but Stephen Emmanuel may use him as the decoy. And lifted in by Suarez. It'll be kept in play by Lima. And the cross is deflected, but into the arms of Huli. Into the 89th minute. And again, Albania were able to win it back, and a challenge there on Shekrezi, and it's another yellow card for Portugal. Juan Pereira, having lost the ball originally, and Shekrezi looking to carry the ball in field. He's one of the three central defenders now. Lana. Well, travels a long way. Here's a chance. Nuhai. What a clearance off the line. Albania denied there. Nuhai again. And Stephen Manuel will bring it clear. It was Ricardo Neto with a remarkable clearance when Nuhai looked certain to score to give the home crowd the goal they were looking for. Now Stephen Manuel at the other end. Suarez is forward. Anicio waits in the centre. Beaten away by Rafael Huli. Well, Albania in the 90th minute coming up with their first shot on target, and it was a remarkable clearance off the line. Banyaki. And the whistle has gone, and there will be a single minute of added time. This was the opportunity. Nuhai struck it really well, but somehow Neto coming back managed to get something on that and send the ball away from goal. We'll now have an additional 3 minutes. Murtai. That's a free kick. And Huli will take this. Albania will put so much into this game as the flag's up for offside, mainly in terms of defensive work to try and stay in the game. And Portugal have been just too good at times, but had the shot from Nuhai got in there, it would have really given Albania something to build on. Suarez, good effort, fine goal. Thomas Suarez has stepped off the bench, made one and now scored one. And that's the sort of finish which will really impress his coach. Sized up the opportunity and picked out the far corner. He was found by Stephen Emmanuel, and then Aragao just helping it into his path. And that's the finish of a real goal scorer. And the Benfica youngster has already made an impact in these European Championships, and It's an emphatic scoreline now for Portugal, right at the end of the game. And that is it. 4-0 to Portugal, the final score. The Albanian crowd turned up in great numbers to support the host nation. But Portugal were a class apart. One set opened the scoring through their captain, Rafael Quintas, 9 minutes before half-time. 3 more goals in the second half. It is finished. Albania 0, Portugal 4.